Warning, this episode contains adult language, mature situations, supernatural slice-of-life antics, charming baristas, a true cat cafe, drinks that calm the soul, mysterious circumstances, and a somewhat familiar art style. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Listener discretion is advised. Episode 455, I Am a Cat Barista. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, some podcasts and vain reviews about connectly enhanced narratives. I'm your host Zan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno, and what's up? Hope all of you are doing well out there in internet land, and hope things have been going good for all of you. I've been doing exceptional and trying my best to kick butt, kick ass, and get the podcast as awesome as it has been. I hope all of you are doing well, and if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. As I said before, Spiraken, or some podcasts and vain reviews about connectly enhanced narratives, is a geeky podcast where we talk about various nerdy topics. Since this is the manga review, which is our original podcast, obviously we talk about manga. I tell you, the art style is, the overarching plot, the characters, the design quality of the actual tankobon, and most importantly, if it's worth investing your time in or not. You don't have to agree with anything that I and my co-host say, but we try to be educational, enlightening, exciting, and most importantly, entertaining. You can check out any of our earlier episodes at www.spiraken.com. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and various other social media sites. Just type in SPIRAKN in your search engine. I guarantee you'll find us one way or the other. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can email me personally at Zan, that's XAN, @Spiraken.com, or you can tweet me at Spiraken. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you enjoy what I do and want to contribute, you can support our Patreon at patreon.com/Spiraken to help us create more fun content for you to enjoy. We have 4 tiers, which you can choose different things, and we have a monthly additional podcast that's only for the Patreon, so definitely join and check it out. And now that shameless plugging is out of the way, let's actually get to some of the stuff we're actually going to be talking about today, and that is the manga review for the episode, because if you remember from the last episode, I spun that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga, and it did down to be that reviewing a manga that is kind of similar to some of the other things I've been talking about recently, because we actually covered this topic in a very unique way, but I'll get to that in a moment. It was written by Hiro Maijima, and this was released by Seven Seas Entertainment, which is kind of cool. It is a shonen series that is a slice-of-life supernatural food manga. Technically, you could go into the pet manga thing, but it is a supernatural slice-of-life series. There is 2 volumes out, still coming out, and this manga is known as Wagahai wa Neko de Aru Shogukyo wa Barista, or I Am a Cat Barista. A manga that not only soothes the soul, but it's actually rather adorable. Now, people are exhausted every day in the hustle and bustle of the city due to various reasons. Maybe you're stressed out because of family issues. Maybe work is really hammering you hard. Or maybe you have problems expressing yourself and talking to other people. And generally, you feel like there is nothing that you can do to remedy this. However, there's said to be a mysterious coffee shop that only exhausted people may reach, which is unique and can help you soothe your soul. And for those who do find this mysterious cafe, they discover that the barista and the person who runs the cafe is actually a tall anthropomorphic cat. Think the Baron from The Cat Returns, and that's who you have. And this barista creates these wondrous menus that are there just for the right moment. So, pretty much think the concept of bartender where you walk in and he makes the drink for you. And think of cat massage therapist where it's a cat that is doing the job, and that's what you have here. It is a very simple concept. Each one is a different situation, and the bartender fixes it and makes it better through a drink, and they are able to help themselves. We have one repeat customer who does keep showing up. That is our pseudo-main character, Kane Mitsubachi, who is an office worker who has tons of problems from her being stressed out at work. You have Nagi Kaoru, a high school student, a junior high student, who is trying to get his mom to even acknowledge him, but she doesn't have any interest in him, so he is working hard to be the best he can be. He's overwhelmed, stressed. Then you have Kayo Auchi, a really attractive office lady who is trying to find a boyfriend, but she has this secret otaku-ness that she doesn't want anyone else to see, and that's causing problems with her. These and some other elements are what causes all the different characters who are in this first volume to find Cafe Hachiwara, this mysterious cafe, and they get their problems solved by Hachi, the barista of the cafe and owner, who helps them basically because he likes people. He enjoys people watching, and he loves helping people. And each drink is geared towards each person. All of them are very unique and different. For example, there's hot milk with honey, which helps you have a good night's sleep. A special hot coffee with 4 sugar cubes for ultimate sweetness and good luck. Grapefruit juice to help break down alcohol. A soda float that looks like the sea and helps when you're burned out from studying and the heat on a summer day. The cafe mocha, which helps regulate anxiety and ease off tension. Or a creme brulee and coffee set, which is scorched like the passion people have for their hobbies and the things they love. And even a green tea and manju set, which is a good omen that eliminates ill will for those who are unlucky. All of these help the people find what they need to, and as the barista says, cats nudge people when they need to. They are there for them, they love their people, but they want to make sure that they're taken care of, and they do take care of it. And I love how Hachi helps out all the different people, and how he says things of encouragement to each one of them. When he's talking to Kayo, the otaku lady, and she says, do you have a hobby? He starts geeking out about his hobby, which is cleaning, because cats are fastidious, but he's I need to clean everything, and I have this really new brush that I got that takes out cat hair, and I went a little too far. It's cool seeing him like that. Or whenever he talks with Kane, he constantly tells her, you're doing a great job. I know things are rough, but you're doing a great job, and you should be proud of yourself. And he's a really endearing character. I love his design, and I love the character itself. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to see how all these weary souls are helped out. It's very Bartender-esque. Like I said, it's very anthology story, but it's fulfilling, and it is rather unique, and I do love it. Art style is really well done. The first volume gives you several chapters and a bonus, which deals with Hachi's quote-unquote friend, who's also an anthropomorphic cat, who instead of running a coffee cafe, he runs a cat cafe, which is an actual cat cafe. The cafes you go to where you sit down and have snacks with cats, because he is adopting cats and lending them out, but he's still a cat, so it's like a giant cat dealing with little cats. You also find out that the cats can understand each other, and it's kind of weird, but it's a little different and adds a unique new character to this perfect brew of a series. It's something which will soothe the soul when you need to, and more importantly than that, it's one which is endearing, and one I would recommend a lot of people to read. This is one of those mangas you could show to non-manga fans, as long as they're not into super action, that they'll enjoy it. This is a palate cleanser for those of us who have to deal with stress, and we can relate to most of these. And it makes us want to try most of the drinks that are there. Like, I want to try that soda float. I want to try the hot milk with honey combination. And, of course, green tea and manju. You can never go wrong with that, because the red bean paste fits just right. And if you're able to make manju, you are awesome. Email me. I want to know the recipe. So, besides the story, let's actually get into some of the art style. The art style itself is very innovative and really memorable. I love that Hiro Maijima did such a great job depicting Hachi compared to some of the other cats. Like, you see the cats, and then you see him, and he has the cat elements, but he still looks kind of... Well, he looks like an anthropomorphic cat. He has no thumbs. He has big paws instead of hands. He's just a cat wearing clothes that's giant, and then all the other cats are human or regular cat size. So it's a little different, and it is memorable. Also, the drink design, they're all depicted wonderfully. They make you want to try all the different drinks, and you want to just indulge, I would say. The Cafe Mocha is my favorite, because it's just in a simple mug, and you see the whipped cream and the mocha and the chocolate syrup, and it looks absolutely delicious. Overall, well-designed manga. The showcase is definitely the character design, the drink design, and the foreground. Backgrounds are a little okay. They're not great, but they're fit the purpose, because you're not here to look at the background. Some of them are truly unique. The design of the cafe I love. But our main focus is Hachi, the people involved, and the drinks, and they're all depicted wonderfully. Now, for that reason, I'm going to have to give this a borrow from a friend and don't return unless offered Pocky, our second highest rating, because it's a great manga. It is inventive, it's different, it's unique, and I can't wait to read the next volume. It is a little short, and it is the same joke over and over again. It's the same story. There's nothing really different about it. There's no overarching evil plot. If you're into the struggle between good and evil, or if you want to see some action, or if you want to see some comedy. This has the comedy, but none of the action. And there is emotional action. I'll give you that. But it's different. But I still think this is one of the best ones that people should check out. It is an amazing story for those of us who have to deal with stressors and have dealt with some of the things that these people have dealt with. Whether it being a mother who doesn't acknowledge you, whether it's being you've lost a pet, whether you're looking for love and you just don't want to show your full self to them. Maybe you want to just go out there and talk to someone and you can't. Or maybe work is just really stressful. All of these, if you can sympathize with, this manga will definitely help. And you'll actually want to try some of these drinks. I will admit, though, the hot coffee with 4 sugars is actually my standard cup of coffee. So it's cool to know that's about good luck. So that's what I think about I Am a Cat Barista. Now, if you've read this and you disagree or you agree, let me know. Email me, zanspiraken.com. Let me know what your thoughts on this are. Also, for the random question of the day, we're going to be asking which of the drinks that I mentioned are you most excited to try? For me, I think it's the Cafe Mocha, because I've actually never had a mocha before. I've had hot chocolate, but I've never had an actual mocha, a good mocha. So I'm thinking about making a homemade mocha one of these days. Got to see the recipe on that. Maybe I'll take some photos and put it up. But let me know in the show notes or email me, zanspiraken.com. Now that that's out of the way, let's actually get to the manga releases for the week. And this is for February 15th, 2022. We have 18 new mangas that came out this week, including Blue Period number 6, Came the Mirror and Other Tales, Failure Frame, I Became the Strongest and Annihilated Everything with Low-Level Spells, Light Novel Volume 4, Golden Kamui Volume 25, Heaven Official's Blessing, Tenguan Kageki Shoujo Volume 4, Kiru Kill Me Volume 2, Manga Diary of a Male Porn Star Volume 2, Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt Volume 17, No Guns Life Volume 12, Semel Paras Volume 2, She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man, the manga Volume 4, which ironically the anime is coming out right now, so if you haven't been watching the anime, the manga is out. Sundome Milky Way Volume 3, The Case Files of Jeweler Richard, the manga Volume 1, The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen, From Villainous to Savior, the light novel Volume 1, Urusei Yatsura Volume 13, Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs Volume 18, and then finally Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead Volume 5. So for me, it's going to be Zom 100, Urusei Yatsura, Sundome, No Gun Life, Gundam Thunderbolt, Manga Diaries, Kiru Kill Me, Kageki Shoujo, and Failure Frame. I mean, I actually like a lot of these. I'm actually excited for most of these this week. Which ones are you excited for? Let me know. Email me, zanspiraken.com. And so, we're almost at the end of the episode, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for helping me to continue to do this podcast that I've been doing for 455 episodes. Holy shit, it's been a while. But I'm going to keep going as long as I can because I love doing this. I love telling everyone about mangas, reviewing them, recommending them, telling which ones to keep away from, and just indulging in it because I love the medium. I'm going to be keeping reading manga until I'm an old man. I need a magnifying glass or have to read large print manga. But I'm going to keep going as long as I can because I love this. And I hope that you guys stick around as I keep doing this as long as I can. And stick around. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Support our Patreon. Help me to create more fun content for you to enjoy. And recommend some manga you want me to review. I would love to review a bunch of them. And if you join the Patreon, you actually can make me have your own set of manga to review. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, you're probably wondering, how do I pick the manga I review in each episode? Well, that's the part we're coming to, which is the most popular part of this episode. And what are we talking about? We're talking about that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga! Yes, friends, the Wheel of Manga, except no substitute. Now, what is the Wheel of Manga? The Wheel of Manga is a Wheel of Fortune with 10 slots on it. And what I've done is I've assigned a manga tile to each of the 10 slots. So we're going to spin that one, that only, the Wheel of Manga. And whatever number it lands on, the manga that's in that spot is the one I review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, episode 456. That is 44 away from episode 500. And I'm excited because we've got some great titles on here. But let's skip with the suspense and let's get to it. So let's see what we're going to review in the next episode of the Spiraken Manga Review, shall we? Number 6. Oh, that's kind of fun. In the next episode, I'm reviewing a manga that is about the apocalypse. Yes, it's about the zombie apocalypse. And more importantly, it's not from the point of view of the zombies. It's not from the point of view of the survivors. Rather, it's from the point of view of a cat. Yes, we're talking about The Walking Cat. Now, is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? We're going to have to wait for next week to find out. But remember, tomorrow we have our manga news report. So if you want to know about the latest manga news for the week, check that out. Also, check out our other podcasts at www.spiraken.com. Check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Spiraken. And if you like what you hear and see, remember to support our Patreon and help us create more fun content for you to join. Here are special, extremely limited reviews, which are only going to be released once a month, and only Patreon members are going to get to listen to it and see it because it's going to be a video. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, as usual, I'm your host, Zan. I'm Gonzville. I'll catch you guys next time, and keep reading manga.